tag team champions square off against each other. This is kind of like a friendly contest, I would say. Just figure out who's maybe the leader of the Chosen Bros.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a very friendly contest. I don't think there's any animosity between these two gentlemen. I mean, they both are, very well known in the world of grappling. Multiple times you grapple with your buddy, you wrestle around, and it's only to get better. And I assume that we're going to be seeing a lot of that here. Is just guys just kind of wrestling around against each other. This might be a little bit of a sparring match. It might get heated at some point in time. We'll have to figure that out. But it's going to be very interesting to see. I don't think there's any bad blood, but we're going to see definitely a very good athletic grappling contest.
Yeah, I mean, the Chosen Bros are not exploding. I think that's something that needs to be made clear. But I did notice Riddle brought out his PWG Tag Team Championship. Jeff Cobb didn't seem to have his.
That is an odd choice, and it definitely is a choice, much like Robert De Niro made a lot of choices with his character in the movie Backdraft. Jeff Cobb made a very subtle choice in not bringing out the belt, where Matt Riddle did. He made a very big and bold choice. A very laid-back individual, but just wants to let everybody know, like, hey, I'm PWG Tag Team Champion.
Look at the strength.
And he just wanted to let people know he was a strong individual right there, but picking up Jeff Cobb, dead weight. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that between these two gentlemen. They've got that functional strength, that grip strength. I wonder if these gentlemen grew up like some of the Iowa boys that are in the crowd here tonight, where their father at the age of 15 gives them a calf and tells them to pick it up and put it on their shoulders, and has them do that every single day. And then by the time that cow is 300, 500 pounds, that person is doing it, putting it on their shoulders. So I wonder if these gentlemen have done the same.
Are you telling your life story now?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm so strong.
And I don't want to go too far back, but Backdraft? Really? You're reaching deep into the bag of references there.
Listen, we won't get into how old I am and all my old references. If you want to talk about family ties after we're off the air, we'll talk all we want. Sha-na-na-na. But if you want me to go even further, since we're seeing these two men that are very well versed in the grappling arts, we are in Iowa, the home of Dan Gable, and we are just a few hours away from actually the Pro Wrestling Museum, and also Waterloo, which is the hometown of Dan Gable. So there's a lot of true wrestling tradition here. A lot of fans see the Iowa Hawkeyes on the mat. They're going to be seeing them in a couple of months, seeing some dual meets, some Iowa State dual meets, UNI, and even the Iowa Conference, Division III schools here in Iowa, very tough wrestlers. So this state knows and appreciates good grappling.
You love Iowa about as much as I love Ohio.
Okay, well, maybe you should sing their praises a little bit more, because, boy, I'm doing a good job of putting over my wonderful state, and also the wonderful Iowa State Cyclones pulled off a big upset against TCU today. I haven't had time to check how Iowa Hawkeyes are doing, because I'm too busy calling this action that seems to be kind of picking up a little bit.
Yeah, the striking here from Riddle, really impressive.
I think we've transitioned out of that friendly grappling to make each other better. And now he's just throwing blunt knees to the face. I think it's getting a little bit heated in this sparring session, Bork.
Yeah, just a devastating knee there. As we know, both are trained in German grappling, but Riddle has that Brazilian jiu-jitsu and MMA background as well.
That's the thing, he thinks it heated. He's gonna fall into that. He's gonna get in line with that. Also, too, he's well versed in strikes and stuff like that. But of course, Jeff Cobb is not foreign to that. You can throw a right hand or two.
What strength again!
That's the thing. You look at these two gentlemen, and you kind of assume that Jeff Cobb is the powerhouse.
Right.
Just because Matt Riddle is so lanky. But, if we were talking about, pure functional strength, I don't know. I think it's far more even than we could probably look at just by looking at the body types.
Right. Excellent point there. And I know that, the gear difference is kind of interesting as well. Matt Riddle choosing to battle without boots on.
Oh, just forget boots. We're talking about knee pads, my friend.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have a knee brace right now. I'm just doing commentary. I have a knee brace on right now. This man's picking up people dead weight with no support around those knees.
Oh, look at, he's Jeff Cobbing him. Oh! You can totally do that to a wrestler.
Just washing machining him up and over several times.
But you should never do that to a baby.
Who said anything about doing that to a baby?
No, you should never do that to a baby.
Well, yeah, I think that's self-explanatory. Just like right now, Matt Riddle's in trouble. That's self-explanatory.
Oh.
You shouldn't do that to a baby either, Bork.
Good point.
Just 2 counts. I think Jeff Cobb is still kind of staying a little reserved, kind of stand back, stick when he knows, stick with a suplex, stick with the wrestling. But I think, Matt Riddle, he's willing to kind of, take a little shot here. He's shooting away at the stomach right now. He's not afraid to throw a big knee, he's willing to kind of get a little heated and mix this up a little bit more.
Well, that's the thing. They may be bros, right? They may be tag team champions together. But you don't get into this business without having an ego, without having a lot of pride in what you do. And each one of these men wants to prove to this crowd here in Clyde, Iowa, that they're the best member of the Chosen Bros.
Or in Clive, not.
Did I say Clyde?
You said Clyde.
My bad.
You said Clyde.
Like I said, I love Ohio.
Okay.
It's only my second time to Iowa.
Well, there's been more than 2 forearms to Jeff Cobb's head, and we've had more than 2 suplexes for sure. And we're seeing another by Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb is just slow, deliberate, steady pace. Where these flurries from Matt Riddle, you just gotta watch out for. You don't know what he's gonna do with his feet, with his hands.
That time he used his feet to break the count there.
Yeah.
Reaching out to the ropes.
And the thing is, too, if he was wearing boots, that'd be a harder lift for him. So maybe doesn't have the boots on because it's easier to use your feet, throw them around, because they are a major part of his offense.
Oh. Oh. Cobb almost landed on Matt's face there. I think he got him in the chest, though.
Listen, I have a hard enough time falling backwards off the top rope, but Jeff Cobb can just do a standing moonsault.
Well, Mr. Athletic, it's one of those nicknames you earn.
Yes. These kids are too good these days. Just taking German suplexes and no selling them, these kids are off the chain. Flipping out and just landing on his feet, landing on his bare feet, and then striking again with his bare knee. That should not be understated, Bork.
It should not. Oh! And that was not an understatement either.
It was more of an exclamation point, if anything.
Yeah. 3 in a row, even.
Very, very light cover there by Jeff Cobb. I feel like if he would have put more of his weight, because I said, he is very much of a powerhouse individual. I think if he would put all of his weight in there, he might have picked up a 3. Definitely a 2 count on that one.
Slowing down the pace a little. I don't think fatigue is setting in necessarily.
Well, no.
These two have definitely been giving it their all.
No, like I said, Jeff Cobb, when he is in control, it's a very slow, deliberate, precise movement. Where I feel like, there's a bit of a danger, not knowing what's going to happen with Matt Riddle. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about him. He's very laid back. Just kind of do whatever's in the moment. Feel what's going on. See what happens. And that's kind of the way his offense is set up.
Those kicks and the speed of Riddle to just back up while on the mat.
Like I said, just being in the moment, being aware of where you're at and what you can grab and attack with. That's exactly what Matt Riddle is. But see, Jeff Cobb's, he's very close to the ropes. He's got him in a vertical base. He was almost close to the ropes on a sitting position. He had enough power, even with him losing oxygen.
Riddle weighs over 200 pounds. But Cobb just, maneuvering him like he weighs nothing.
Oh, going for a tombstone. Typically a Matt Riddle. Well, actually, no, they both use it as well. Pardon me.
And Cobb is not done.
Matt Riddle known to give a tombstone pile driver on an occasion.
Oh, look at that.
Speaking of, don't know what hurt more, Matt Riddle's knees or Jeff Cobb's head. But one thing's for sure, both of which will take more punishment as this contest progresses here at the Wrestling Revolver.
And this crowd saying it all. It's been an incredible night, an awesome match here as the Chosen Bros collide. Oh!
Just a flurry of back sentons. That's the 2 count. And that's the one thing, we've seen aerial moves, we've seen hardcore wrestling, we've seen the open invite scramble, we've seen intergender, we've seen, you know, Jason Kay take on Ricochet, one of the best wrestlers in the world. But yet here in Iowa, these people are appreciating solid, technically sound grappling by 2 individuals, just to show the appreciation of how people feel about grappling in this state. And how important it is, just how important it was for Jeff Cobb to put those knees up to save him and get him back in this contest.
No!
Big pile driver sends Matt Riddle into the corner, but not down. It's barely hanging on. If anything, it kind of stumbled back, and he was able to stumble back, but he's back in it.
What? Oh, Riddle getting to the ropes right there. I thought that was it.
But also kicking out as well. Yeah, so one of those things I see a lot of like young wrestlers these days, they usually put a foot on the rope or a hand on the rope, thinking the referee's gonna catch that. I always tell them, like, no, don't take the chance. If you have enough effort, kick out. Don't take a chance for the referee to possibly see your foot in the rope or not. Because oftentimes they're gonna not see it and you're gonna miss out and you're gonna get your shoulders capped down to 3.
That's right. Oh. Oh, bro to sleep.
Into a big German suplex. Hanging on. Transitioning. Oh.
How could anyone ever put elbows like that to the face of their tag team partner?
Let's come to this. I think it's going to be the question, are the Chosen Bros going to be able to... Oh, tap out!